Great, my mic should be on. Sorry about my audio quality. Horrible streaming. Thank you for everybody coming in. Thank you, thank you. Gotta love Urban Ventures adventures over there. Learned a lot from them. Hello, everybody. Hello. Guess I should explain my game rules and what I'm doing here. It's kind of a sandbox science thing. Start up a science mode. Give yourself all the parts because you've already done the tech tree so many times it doesn't even matter. And then you try and get a three-man team to every body in the solar system, and you try and rack up the highest points you can. So right now we are at 130,000 science, and we have labs pretty much everywhere. My last adventure, I did a long time warp, so now I got to go through all my labs and milk them for science, get all my science points. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you, appreciate it. I don't play an ultra realistic game like a lot of other people. I play Kerbal. I only do two mods, which is resize parts and the planetary parts pack. So I get, just more parts, more parts. But I don't revert too often. I do revert. So I got labs everywhere, and they're all full of science. So you go look at all my labs. And hopefully I'll have enough power where I can transmit and not have to stop researching and all that. Yeah, it's a heavy save. There's crafts everywhere. So that's just one lab. And then I have a strong back here. Should be another lab here. And then we'll go to the Mun. We'll go to Minimus. I was at Duna, so I shouldn't have to transmit anything from Duna. There might be something at Eve. Definitely got to go to Jewel. Got something at Tylo. I got to transmit from, I know. So there's another 500. And this thing needs to be refueled. And that poor little guy is glitched out. He can't leave his seat. He's stuck in there forever. The button disappeared. Guy. First time viewer, hello. Yeah, everybody talk in chat because that's my next challenge, to get 5 different people talking in chat at the same time. This thing worked out really well. This I sent off to Jewel, and then it came back on ion power, and it brought all bunch of science back from Jewel. And then I've been using it to do the rounds to all my space stations in the Kerbin orbit to trade science around and make sure everybody's got every experiment from all the local systems. So I got a mining system set up at the Mun and at Minimus, but the Mun's hard to mine. Minimus is easy. Up and back Minimus all day long. Oh, thank you guys for coming in, man. Thank you, Venture. I do like spam. Okay, this one got transmitted from not too long ago. He's not doing research. He must need power. So he needs to be refilled and needs better power system, apparently. Oh, I got that closed right now. That's why. Because that ship was too close. So this was part of my exploration of mining. There should be a one of these has a lab down here. Somewhere. So I think my next planetary window coming up is Eve. Eve is so hard. Yeah. See, that's from the planetary parts pack. That's the nuclear reactor. So I need to send one of those to Joule eventually. It's actually two of them side by side. I don't know why your research was stopped. It was kind of glitched, I guess. There you go, transmit. Are these off? Start reactor while we're transmitting. And we are completely full. How's this thing doing a time warp? Does it bounce? Yes. It's not very stable. I had to EVA some legs. That's alright, it worked. I should have that achievement now, shouldn't I? Looks like it. I'll have to change that up. Let's see what the next achievement is. Is it community? What is it under? Settings? Insight. Achievements. I guess it hasn't locked in. It says 3 out of 5 still. Recently completed. Reach 50 followers. Says should kick in. It'll kick in a few minutes. It just hasn't seen it yet. %97%. All right, let's jump to the map. Go to our next body. Here we go. Yeah, Twitch has achievements. There's all kinds of stupid stuff. Reach 50 followers, get so many people talking in chat, blah, blah, blah. So this is my orb hopper. It goes down, gets the orb, brings it back up. And this thing has the in situ resource device. It'll make fuel right there. So wherever this lands is also the mining has a in situ resource device too. So make sure it has a complete full tank. So I got 3 different mining spots, and that's the richest mining spot, but it's on a hill, of course. So I got, and then I had 3 different ore hoppers. I think I only got 2 now. And we should have 500 science. Yep. Milk them cows. Milk them in the name of science. Yeah, I don't think I have any ore left in this. So this thing's got to go down. This thing's got to refuel, but I don't really have a ship ready to be refueled here anyway. I'll show you my next idea to conquer Eve, since I have so much problems with it. I actually built a tug just to drop into Eve's atmosphere. There we go. Can I get over there? I might as well go to the tracking station to look for it. The lander looks nice. It's definitely stable. I wasn't landing on a port. It's got a port on the bottom that I put on the bottom for rendezvous. But I'd like to get good enough at flying to land on a port. That's pretty cool what Urban was doing. Landing right on a port. That is crazy. Okay, this is what I want to send to Eve. But there's no way this thing's going to be able to enter the atmosphere going over 800 miles an hour. I mean, this thing will blow up so easy. I have to drop in so slow. I got 2 of these on Duna. So I know this craft can land. I just haven't been able to get it in my test to land on Eve. So that's a challenge. So to get it to drop really, really slow, I got this other thing. If I can find it. There it is. It's a claw with a solid rocket booster. So the nuke stage will get it over to Eve. And it has 3,000 delta V for that to get there and circularize and meet up with the truck. And then this claw will grab onto the truck and expend the 3,000 delta V in solid fuel to drop the truck at 800 meters per second. And this has 2 little solid rocket boosters, so when the claw lets go, it'll help kick it away. I haven't tested it yet, so that's the plan for later. We're gonna try that. Yeah, trying to land on Eve is definitely a challenge. I think all these labs are already milked for science, but I want to show this off anyway. This lab was three different landings, 2 trucks, and then a hub center. It's from the planetary parts pack. And this thing's got to go up north to get more data. I've already collected all the data I can in the area. Let's get the little science arm and everything. Both sizes. Or all three sizes, I think. And then it's got these tanks on it. And I've been doing the EVA build mode, pulling the tanks off after they're drained to mark interesting spots in the area. Look if there's some science that I can scan or something. There's a rock right there. You know, if you could scan that rock, I would drop a piece of junk by it. But this thing's got to go north. See, I'm right here. I drove from there. I got to go all the way up there. There's a big lowland. You can't see it right now, but there's a big lowland right in front of me. It's like right after this crater, it starts going downhill. And I don't think I have any repair kits. I got 4 repair kits, so I can pop like 2 tires. Yeah. EVA build mode to put these docking ports on, scoot them down, and then picked up each one of these is a lab. That one's got data, transmit. It's got pretty big fuel cells on it. And then it's also got RTGs. Because this is science mode. I don't care about money. All right, we'll go to our Joule lab after I get up over this hill and transmit the science. Need to turn a little bit. 66%. 70%. Just drive a little bit each time I come here and to transmit, and eventually I'll be up north. We don't have to do it all in one sitting. Yeah, space program shouldn't worry about money. Space program creates a lot of jobs. Space program actually generates money. All right, let's see what our total science is now. I think back when the golden days of NASA, every $1 invested in the space program yielded $8 back in domestic products. So, yeah, spend money on the space program, please. $133,756. Then I got 6 guys at Drez. I got 3 guys with Tylo. Where else? I just did a mission to Drez, so these labs should already be transmitted. There's one there, and there's some guys on the ground. So I'm going to skip right over to Joule. Look real quick. Lathe. Tylo. Milo. There you are. Eventually, I'd like to get these guys. I haven't returned people from Jool yet, just data. So that's next challenge in the space program. Maybe if I get Dres set up as a big mining colony, I can do that a lot easier. I'm not sure how much fuel it actually takes to get off Dres. So yeah. If I left the laboratory here, I might have enough Delta V to get this whole thing back home with all the people. It's got just 112 ore. This is pretty good infrastructure, though. I kind of would like to keep this here. Well, thank you. I like my fun stuff. This thing I actually screwed up on. It's kind of hard to dock to. It's a little bit set farther back. If you have something docked to that, you really have to have a nice and clear to get in here. I've bounced off that a couple times. And these ports, I haven't even tried to dock anything in here yet. Just kind of left them open for future use. And then these guys haven't gotten down to the surface yet. I think I tried, and they just didn't have enough Delta V. I don't know if I filled it all the way up, though. I guess I did. Looks full. So maybe that's something I'll try again. Yeah, that thing's full. And we got no signal. So that's another thing I have to do. I have to get another big relay somewhere in between here and there. So these two just aren't cutting it. I have to get it just past Dres at this time of year. When's my window for that? Window for that is in a few months over here. So it's not quite ready yet. Not that time of year for that. And then I don't have a crew. Down here on Moho. I keep missing Mo. Crafts just aren't efficient enough to stop off at Moho. That's why I got all these things just kind of floating around down here. These things have tried to get there. Pretty sure these guys don't have science, but I'll check anyway. I don't know what, My cat's yelling at me. I don't know why he's yelling. Stop yelling at me, cat. Meow. Oh, they do have signs. Right. Low signal. It's okay. Score will skyrocket. If you don't know if you run out of electric charge, you just, while transmitting, you just gotta switch your antennas over to require complete to allow partial, and then you'll transmit out. I think you have to stop research to transmit. Stop research, transmit. See how it says allow partial? Guess we have to have some kind of electric charge. It keeps depleting, so it's trying to transmit, I think. It's a shoddy signal out here. Alright, transmit, please. Do I have another antenna on here? That's just the relay. That's not my deep space antenna. Oh, gotta find that somewhere on here. It's got to be in the cargo bay, right? There it is. Someone allow partial in camera. Yeah, I think that's the strongest transmitter on here. Is that it? It's on require complete, so I'll allow partial on that. That's what was messing up. Now it can run out of power. It'll still transmit. There we go. Alright, they are researching. Let's check on the surface dwellers here. Yeah, I think my last adventure was to Duna, not to Dres. So that's why they have science. It's hard to keep track of all these missions, man. I should write this stuff down. I know I need a lot more Kerbals to the Jewel system if I want to get a 3-man team everywhere. So I only got 3 men in Jewel. And then this thing's got enough fuel to lift off. So these guys probably have enough fuel to get home if they want. But the drill is pretty much just role-playing right now. It's not really going to help because, yeah, I'm pretty full. I guess I need oxidizer, but not really. This craft does better without it. Kind of wish I could drop that engine off. Don't really need a mix. Don't do a craft like this. If you do it, make a decoupler for this and then just don't fill it up with oxidizer. After you're out of your system. Review data. I think you're full. You're having problems with electric too. Huh? That's why you're not mining. I think I'm having a glitch with these things. It has a RTG. It's got 3 of them. Need to make sure those are each allow partial. Okay. Stop my research while I'm transmitting. All right, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we won't hop too bad when we time warp. Go, go, go. 40%. There we go, 100%. Yeah, we don't hop too bad on this one. Start research again. And back to the Space Center to check our science. And then I think I'm just going to go for the window, try and get the truck to Eve, parking orbit. Yeah, wasn't sure how bad the load times would be after installed the Kerbal X stuff, but it didn't seem to be too much of a difference. Tell a little bit of a difference. So we're at 135,254 science points. We'll get our truck ready for launch. Probably should refill this thing, but I'm not going to. Should have enough to get there and park. I've got the infrastructure at Eve to refill it there if I have to. Right, 90 days. It's going to be another time warp. Let's get the free cam. Stay on map mode when we time warp. Back it out. And go. We're going to be getting science from all the landed science deployed. Well, this thing does need to be refilled, doesn't it? It says 900 to get to Eve. I'm going for it. We're going to utilize the moon, apparently. Thrust weight is 1.6. Gotta remember to collect science from the moon since we're flying by it. At least do an EVA. Yeah, I think the moon messed us all up, huh? Interesting. And I didn't remember to F5. Great. Get a report real quick. All right, now we should be able to check our orbit. The moon messed me all up. Look at that. That's another 1,000 in Delta V right there. Yeah, it'd be cheaper out here. Let's go out here and fix our inclination and just do it all from out there. Oh, you know what? Boop. I got another craft I'm sending out. I gotta send the claw too. If I don't send the claw, no point in sending the truck. Should have known they wouldn't have done the math right for hitting the moon. Should have let the moon pass. Waited another day. Damn. Where's the claw? Yeah, the automatic maneuver node maker is a pain in the ass. I can't believe the same guy wrote it who did the mod. It's just crazy. Like that thing should have known the moon was going to be there and did the calculations. The moon. But nope. All right, we are 2 days past We're going to use the same marker. Should be fine. I can't warp to here, huh? Do that. Wants me to start burning all the way out there? No. I'm not doing that. Periapps isn't that, or Apoapps isn't that high. Alright, now I have to keep an eye on my parry. Make sure it doesn't go down below 72. Just burn. We're at 90. 88. Thrust weight on this thing is 2.4, 0.24. These solid rocket boosters are pretty heavy. What do you think? Should I go around again? Stop there. We'll change our maneuver to the next orbit. And we'll go around. To here. And we still have to keep an eye on our periapps. That should get us much better off. I'm really confused maneuver node maker now, though. Yeah, we're gonna have to set a new orbit. I don't even want that marker. No, I know where I'm going. That's all I need, right there. Just put that down as a marker. And switch. It's gonna be a lot of hopping back and forth. I don't think I have a long range antenna. That solid rocket booster. You're still going out. in interplanetary space. Do a crew report out here. Can't click on the door for an EVA. It's not letting me. No. How about you? No? Why is it making me target myself? I need to EVA. Transfer. EVA. EVA report. Board. Start research. Okay. So this maneuver node is in 11 days. And this guy coming out, his maneuver node, where's he at? His node is in 12 days. All right, but I need to check and make sure his antenna's open. If I don't have a long-range antenna on this thing, I won't be able to do a mid-course correction, so I have to do it before I leave the system, which will be more expensive. Thank you. No, I just got these little jobbies. That's all I got. I don't think that's going to be strong enough. Can make a maneuver here to get to there. Because I will have signal once I'm there. Well, that's ugly. Way. I think no matter what, I'm going to have to do a mid-course inclination. I can't say it. Change. It's so close. We'll burn a little bit of that. That gets us so close. And then if we don't have signal here to do the change, we might over there because we'll be so close. Separation 300. I'm going back up. Okay. That gets us further. That gets us closer, but more expensive. All right, only one way to find out. Let's go. Switch to this. Because that one's first. Time warp. Few days. See what happens. Yeah, that thing doesn't have any signal. Yeah, it does. Okay. Nope, it won't. This craft doesn't. That one's not going to. Alright, we need to go normal. We're negative 2.1 degrees off. That's Kerbin we keep hitting. 0.1, 0.9, 0.8. Here we go. All right, now we're at 0. I think we have to go... definitely down. Wasn't planning on using that stage for a interplanetary change. The moon messed me all up by like 1,000 delta V. I'll be lucky to circularize. I need to go a bit out. But I don't know how much. $600. Coming in on the wrong side, the wrong way. Everything about this bridge is wrong. Why am I even doing this? Oh my god. I don't have enough to circularize. Alright, well, that sucks. I can't even revert. Where'd you go? My maneuver disappeared. Certain balance between out and down that you gotta meet. There we go. Send it. All I need is a capture. Uh, I need at least 200 more Delta V. I think I can do that because does this have monoprop? Yeah, it's got monoprop. I don't know if it's got monoprop thrusters, but it's got monoprop. Might have some fuel locked off somewhere or something. I think that'll make it somehow. But now we ain't gonna be doing no aero braking. Not at that planet. Oh my god. I don't have any monoprop. This is bad. Let me try and get my claw to arrive here first. All right, this is in 148 days. Ooh, I love challenges. All right, now the claw is not going to have any signal like that. Nope, no signal. Oh yeah, we got a signal. I don't know where my maneuver went. But... All right, we are. Separation is 136. Is there inclination we needed to fix? We need to go normal. We're 2.1 degrees out as well. Point 0.7, 0.5, 0.4. All right. We are normalized. We just need an encounter. There we go. We need to get this encounter before we arrive with our other ship. You stop fast forwarding. There we go. Doesn't say what day. 129, 129 days to the periapse. I need 217, 272 to capture. Burns in 131 days. That's not going to make it. It's not going to make it. We're going to have Kerbal stranded out in interstellar space in a truck. They're not going to be happy. So it's 131 days. This one's 28 days. This one's 148, so the claw is going to get there first. I can set its target and figure it out, right? Yep. The claw is going to get there first. We might be able to save this. This might be a savable adventure. Go. Little fighter pilots flying along in formation. Why don't you have signal? You should have signal. You don't have electricity. Why don't you have electricity? Because you are bugged out. Why are you bugged out? F5. You should definitely have electricity. No, you don't, because you're on fuel cells. Should have put it in hibernate. Oh, that's where I messed up. That fuel cell should have lasted over that far, right? Well, I know. Now I know. 60 oxidizer is not enough for a fuel cell to get you to Eve. Okay. This is going to be 2 failed launches. Very interesting. Yeah, I tested that solid rocket booster, but I did not test it on an actual interstellar travel. I just made sure it flew around in space and dropped on Eve. It didn't ever drop. Wow. Okay. All we have to do is get captured somehow. It's not let me set Eve as a target or zoom in on it. I guess I'm too close to it. Oh, Kerbal. You're amazing. Funniest bugs happen right when you need it. Oh, we got 45 science we can transmit. Let's do it now. No antenna. Really? Mild partial. Get into the Eve system, please. It's good there. I'm saying I need. Oh, for a second it said I need 400. What's my periapps? 300. Dropping to 1 something. I got enough to capture. I can refuel it if I can capture. Is that right at? Let's go right before. Whoa. Right there. All right. At least we'll get captured. I forgot to get my science up there. Why did you pass? There's their capture. Right there. We'll save the rest for maneuvers and look and see if I have. Is that on? No, it's off. Fuel cells are off. Good. All right, well, I guess I need to jump over to the lab that's here. Let's see if I have a vehicle that can go out and catch that thing. Just need to redesign that claw to have a better antenna and remember to hibernate it. This right here was the vessel that has been the furthest. It all went all the way out to Dres and back. Somewhere. It did the flyby of Elu. There we go, another 500 science. It's enough fuel to go catch it. This one probably does. If I drain all the fuel off of this, all of these, put it into here, this will have enough fuel to go catch that. It's got the right port. Might need to steal another docking port off of this craft just to make sure I have a port over there. I don't think I have another port I can steal. Do I have one in storage? It's a junior. I don't have a port. So I might as well send a whole nother craft to Eve at the next window. Okay, well, that's what I get for not testing. Better testing regime. Oh, look, science. Aim camera. Log temperature. $1,500 science. It's a lot of science for those little things. All right, well, I guess we got to go back to the Space Center. See what our science total is. There's just so much switching around to different crafts that Kerbal's not happy already. God, I got all these people who followed me today. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. That's great. It's pretty cool. 135, 962.3. Let's redesign that claw. It's named Eve something. Eve Tug. Yeah, this is being pretty slow. There it is. All right, it needs a better dish. And it didn't have enough oxidizer. Filter by size. size is already clipped in there. Oh, it's already a big one. Okay. I don't like clipping too much mass in, so I'm not going to put another tank. Yeah, we're just going to have to give it a solar panel. I hate putting solar panels on everything, but we'll just put some small ones. That'll give you enough coverage to at least, you know, communicate. May not be enough for the reaction control wheels, but that's what the fuel cells are for. Can I set the priority? Priority lower. That fuel cell is started. That is set lower. Okay. So now that means it should prefer to use the panels, but if it can't use the panels, it'll use a little fuel. Hopefully that works right. And we'll save that. Let's just put it up in the atmosphere. And then we'll check and see what our next planetary window is. We'll figure out what our next mission is. Usually like to plan the missions by what, windows coming up. Not try and look 2 or 3 windows ahead. Then when I do a mission, I just cancel out everything in the alarm clock. It gets on my nerves. Gas tank button, hit the purple button, hit your Delta V info, your SAS, going up. You only have 1.3 thrust to weight right now. This is a slow rise. Only doing 200 miles at less than 200. There we go. There's our 200. Move for that magic 500 speed before I really get a good pitch over. Otherwise, this thing will just tumble. At 300. And switch over to orbital speed. 420. $480. I'm gonna pitch. All right, our APWAPS is 32. Our speed is only 600. It is a slow rise. We're halfway out of the top part of the atmosphere. I'm going to pitch over all the way. Our APWAPS is at 58. Too much authority on that engine there. All right. Periaps is still in the 500s, so we have very little horizontal speed right now. Just so it looks prettier. All right, 80's fine for Apoaps, and we are out of our first stage. And that did not separate correctly. Let's enjoy a crash. I thought I had my staging set up correct, but I guess I did not. Let's see if this thing will turn completely around. Nope. Okay, we're gonna enjoy a crash here then. Oh, might be able to hit that boat. So close. Oh, look at that. Two miles away from the boat. Very nice. Very nice. All right, revert to launch. Let's do that again. That was completely my fault. I don't know why the stages didn't act right. I did not check my stage. We should have the nukes go off at the same time that separator goes off. So that should be down here. All right, can we time warp up? A little bit. All right, gas tank. Purple button. Thrust weight info. Drop our time warp out. Get a little bit of a tilt. Surface speed is 240. Switch over to orbital. 340. And go over just a little bit more. I feel like I got enough control. .440. There's the 500. Apoaps is 30. Pitch over even more. Apoaps is 43. Periaps is still 5.6 in the negative. surface speed is only like 900. Apoapsis is 555. I think we'll be fine. Just want to take one giant SRB to Eve. Never used a solid rocket booster to deorbit from Eve, at least this big anyway. Perhaps is 80. I'm going to pitch down now. Get rid of that. All right. The first stage gave us a periaps of negative 250. So that was fine. Still need to pitch down just a little bit because I don't want webs to go too high. And let's burn. More burn. Here we go. Negative 70. Pitch down even more. I don't want to be all the way up at 100. 95 would be fine for Apoapsis. 97 right now. We're going to go through the time clock after we get this thing in orbit. There we go, back up again. All right, 99, I guess. Warp here. Periaps is negative 39. And we're going to have orbit here in a second. All right, we got orbit. It's F5. Turn off our RCS. See what the maneuver node maker says. One year, 92 days. Does it look like? Yeah, it looks like it might be a year. All right, time clock. Create alarm. Planetary transfer. Eve. Add alarm. It says 145 days. It's a big difference. Create alarm. Transfer window. Duna. Add alarm. Duna is in 1 year, 57 days. Create alarm. Add alarm. Whoop. Create alarm. Planetary transfer. Jool. Jool is in 378 days. How about, what do we need to send? We don't have a lab at Elo, but we have people at Elo. What is the transfer window? $364 days. Okay. And then Moho, I just need better skills to get to. I'm not even going to bother trying to get a Kerbal to Moho yet. I got to come up with a really, really good craft to get to Moho. I've done 2 flybys. I can do flybys, but I just can't. I don't have enough Delta V to stop. All right. Well. Don't know about this maneuver. I'm going to cancel that. And then I'm going to come in here and cancel it at the time clock. And I think a lot of times the time clock has better ideas of what's coming up next, because the maneuver node maker also looks for the inclination, whereas the time clock, it just looks for the window going around. So that's in 145 days. Is there anything locally that I needed? The labs have data again because I did another time warp. So let me at least transmit from the low Kerbin orbit lab. So I think that one has the most amount of data. Come on, load in. You can do it. Come on. This one still has 310 data. And this one still has 400 and something to process. That's a lot of data. Let's go back to the Space Center so it saves. How much science do we think we got? Don't crash. Come on now. You can load. I know you can. $136,957. No decimal. Man. A lot of science. We should have plenty of Kerbals. I don't think I need to hire any more. Let's check on that real quick. Yeah, I got plenty of Kerbals still. They're all level 1. except for that one, level 2. So I need to do a level up mission, maybe. I think for now, I think I want to go back to Duna and keep driving north. It's gonna be a long, boring ride, but you know, it's got to get up there eventually. So feel free to talk in chat, ask any science questions you want. We're here for you. Go at it, chat. There's still 12 people here, maybe 10. Yeah. Artemis is going slow. We had another stuck valve on the Artemis, so it was very disappointing. Can't wait to see that thing in action. Been many years coming, a lot of development. I'd like to see some progress in the Artemis. I'm curious to see whether it was an electrical problem or a mechanical problem when it came to the stuck valve. Because I think the last time there was a stuck valve problem is because they used the wrong cleaning fluid on it or something like that. So I wonder if it's the same problem. And their labs are full. Here we go. Up north. I think the top speed I was comfortable with this thing is about 25 miles an hour. Anything over that, and I start to get a little weary. Probably should do a quick save after it transmits its science. This thing must be heavy because you do have to brake going downhill. %. Transmission complete on one. Maybe two of them. There we go. Transmission complete. I'm going to park and quick save before we pop a tire. There we go. Now we need to find a new biome. See, we can go 9 miles an hour up a hill, meters per second up a hill. Sure, why not? Still gaining speed. Wait, she got power. She's all right. Once you get down into that valley, it's a whole different biome. So I'll have 3 labs in a whole new biome. It's a lot of science. Little rock. Guess I could have scanned it, but I think I already have all the scans in this biome, so kind of no point. I'm just driving. Just gotta drive for a long time. Surf speed 19, going uphill. Doing all right. Notice you gain speed when you zigzag back and forth. It's like the differential steering helps, you know, overclock the motors or something. Nice little mountain for Duna. We're 50 miles away from our landing spot. Meters, kilometers. Yeah, I can't get used to the kilometer system. I was an American. Can't think in kilometers. No one's got the least amount of data. There you go, 597 now. This one's still got 122. This isn't even the next biggest hill. I need to go through some lower lands. Should be headed that way. I don't think this terrain's that rough, but then when you're on it, it gets kind of hairy. Too much speed. go. I'm pretty sure we can get over this hill. I don't think we'll have to go that way. Probably should, though. Maybe we can get down into it like this. If we go down like this, it's going to be a lot more all at once. So, yeah, I think I need to go over a little bit. Some more dirt berries. This thing's so long, it actually takes hills pretty well for being as long as it is. I think it's because it doesn't have any wheels in the middle. Just gonna bottom out at the top of the hill. Nope. We did a little hop. Gotta love the low gravity. I'm very top heavy, so I don't like the sideways hill thing going on here. Speed's at 17. We're at 20. Do a little bit of braking. Yeah, 17's fine. So we can get down, start going this way. I think that's safer. I wonder if this red is the same as that biome. New biome. Going too fast. Too fast. Slow down. I gotta stop. Just passing berries in a new biome. I'm not able to stop. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. I'm gonna do this 3 or 4 times. Can't you store data? Okay. Processing lab. Some way to do it. Get up there. Gotta put this data in somewhere else. It's not letting me. The button's not showing up. Huh. Transfer the data in here. Review. They're all full. You can't transfer the data. Do I have a collect all? I don't think I have a probe that will collect the data either. Alright, that's something to put on the next iteration. We'll just dump those experiments. That's fine. We have way too much science right now. So I might as well just sit here and process until we can hold more science. There's got too much science on this vessel. Review, see? Yep, all new biome. All the instruments are gonna give us science. We're gonna have to collect it 4 times, once to be transmitted and once for each lab. So that'll be obnoxious. And there's really no more room for processing because that one's full. That one's got 50 room. And that one is 729 out of 750. So it's got 20 rooms. They're basically all full. Because all the science will get is definitely over. So that's good. I made it to a new biome. So I have to get out of this. Go all the way up north to there. So that's fine. That's a fine little drive for him today. Go back so we can save it. And I think I'm done streaming for a little while. I gotta get some dinner started. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm sorry I do short streams. Only like 2-3 hours at a time. But I love science. And I love streaming. And I love kernels. So stop on by and see what weird stuff I'm testing and trying out. Right now I'm pretty far along in my save, but I have so many more things I have to get done. I gotta get a Joule trip going on, and I got another laboratory I gotta get out to Elu or Dres. The lab at Dres. Need a few more labs at Joule. And then the big challenge, getting off of Eve. That's gonna be hard. Got a rocket sitting there, fueling up, waiting. And hopefully it'll be able to get off the ground. Be so happy. I didn't show that today, but when y'all come back, if y'all come back, I'll show y'all my Eve exit plan. Sitting down there, fueling up right now. I don't know if it's gonna make it. I didn't test it good enough, but I think it will. Should. All right, 138,344 science for today. Let's go see if we can do a raid or how we do all that. How we do all that. How we do that thing. is streaming. I've been playing Kerbal for several years. I have thousands of hours in Kerbal. All right, I see somebody we can. Somebody's playing Kerbal. All right, I'm gonna send you all over to somebody who's playing Kerbal. He's uses more mods than me, doesn't have as much time in it as me, but he makes some really good craps and it's very enjoyable. You guys make sure you say hi and enjoy. Starting raid in a few seconds. Let me see how many hours I got in. Kerbal. I think it's like 5,000 or something stupid like that. $3,000 hours.
I'm literally thinking about dishes. That's all I'm like thinking about. I'm thinking of changing this into the other thing. Maybe change them, but have only two. And we're using the smaller one because it doesn't matter that much. I think that looks cooler. And you know what? Sometimes we don't really care about whether things are as efficient as possible, as long as it's cool. I like that more. That looks so much cooler. But 4 would look even cooler. No. Hi. Yeah, how are you doing? What have you played? Oh, you played Kerbal Space Program as well. What kind of missions have you done? You want to know? Maybe here. That makes sense though. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take the hit for the looks. I don't care. I'm taking the hit already.